Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, and I do, email Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase, pricing, and availability questions concerning this watch. Today, a legend. We often speak of this watch, but we rarely see it, and that's because the Audemars Piguet John Shaeffer minute repeaters from the 1990s are few and far between. The watch you're looking at right here was part of a series of only 19 made with this particular combination of features: jump hour, minute repeater, open dial, Shaeffer case. And in fact, if we are just going to talk about this exact watch, the one made with rose gold and all those features, well, the 19 made becomes a whole lot less. Now we're talking about reference 25839OR, and that is only 6 pieces in rose gold. A very special watch that represents the best of Audemars Piguet, perhaps the Audemars Piguet of which we dream more than the Audemars Piguet of 2025 reality. It is super wearable and a micro mechanical marvel. So it's about 33.5 millimeters across. In terms of thickness, I measure it at 9.3 millimeters thick and 40.6 from lug tip to lug tip with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. This watch is super compact, and I'm going to recommend it for a wrist with no lower size limit. That's right, even if your wrist is tiny, 13 centimeters circumference, you're going to find this wears just fine. This is a watch for a man, or it was back when it was made from 1996 to 1997 in this form, but this is a watch that's a power watch for him and for her in 2025. And it's flat too, so it'll fit underneath the cuff. The watch is super compact, over the top, which always exaggerates with the watch. You can still see the lugs are well inboard to the edge of my wrist. So this is a watch that lets just about everyone play. Taking a look at the strap, obviously it's much newer than the watch itself. It's an Audemars Piguet strap, calf on the bottom, large rectangular scale gator on the top with a little bit of a distressed graining to it. High gloss, we've got an edge that, as you can see, has been folded, and there's a monotone stitch. We have a curved spring bar to avoid contact with the edge of the case, and then we have the opposite side with a pin buckle that, as you can see, is period. And this watch is beautiful and unusual. Take a look at how the case is made. Now, I expected welded lugs here, but what we're looking at here may be a form of lug welding, but the effect that's achieved is of a seamless blending of lug into case, whereas lug welding is often used to achieve a sharp break between surfaces. This appears to be one solid block of metal, and that is the effect that they're going for. Taking a look at the crown, Audemars Piguet branded, there are a few polished highlights here, including the edge of the bezel, and then the top of the bezel vertically satinated. Now, we call these John Shaeffer cases because once upon a time, and that time was the 1920s, an American industrialist named John Shaeffer had a distinctive cushion-cased minute repeater made for him. It was an older movement, but it was cased up in a cushion case, and it featured his name written out in letters, 12 of them, marking the hours around the dial. Audemars Piguet decided to revisit that form starting in 1994. So the John Shaeffer cases were revived as a platform for complications: jump hours, minute repeaters, star wheels. Some of them had solid dials with only the minutes and the hours visible. Others, like this, have an open dial where you have hours, minutes, and seconds. But all of them combined, very few. We're talking just a few hundred, maybe 210, 209, 208. So every single version of this watch is scarce, but there's only 6 in the world exactly like this one. Now, you can see the repeater slide on the side. It energizes a far above average repeater created for the watch by Audemars Piguet Renault et Papy, and that's it right there. It's a tiny little thing. You'll hear it in a moment, but first I thought you might appreciate the action of the kite hand. So this kite hand at center is used to trace the minutes as they pass with a lovely 1920s style font used. I'll do my best to set this to 1259, which is always the best strike. Okay, hopefully we're there. Now let's fire it up and listen. And I cannot overemphasize how small this movement is. Created by Audemars Piguet John Shaeffer, it is a minute repeating jump hour that is barely larger than my thumbnail. Now the movement is beautiful, and this is the degree of finish that I regret has passed from the catalog in modern day Audemars Piguet. Those bevels are a country mile wide, mirrored and rounded. We have beautiful flourishes like bevels drawn to sharp points. We have mirror polished steel strikers with beveled edges and again drawn out to points. We have beveling within the jewel and the screw sinks and gorgeous abrasive wheel Côte de Genève. You can see that all the screws have chamfered slots in circumference. We have this polished fine adjustment index and stud holder cap. We have engine turning, very tight engine turning on the base plate. And then you can see solarization on the barrel cover. All of this, 34 joules, slow beat rate, approximately a 36 to 40 hour power reserve with the jump hour and the minute repeater. And one of the interesting features, if you want to rewind, you could see the regulator in action, but this is a vibrating lever regulator, a vibrating anchor, and there's a post right next to it with a screw, and there's a spring attached. There's a top to bottom vertical spring that bows out from that screw like this, and as the agitating wheel activates the vibrating lever, the anchor, it bounces off of that vertical spring, with the result being a nearly silent governor. So it's not like the centrifugal governors of today, which create a loud scrolling action, like a rumble in the background or a rattle as the repeater operates. This does not have that, and the sound is more beautiful for it. You can also hear it's got a fair amount of punch and brightness to it. 1990s minute repeaters get a bad rap for a reason. This one is a rare exception. Also, take a look at this black polished and beveled steel cap atop the escape wheel. Kif shock protection, endlessly beguiling. Take a look at it from this angle, just as impressive. You can see it's been adjusted to 5 positions chronometer style. This is Audemars Piguet caliber 2865G, and deeply impressive stuff from the manufacturer. We'll play with the jump hour now a little bit on the dial side so you can enjoy it. Things you don't want to do on this watch. You don't want to do any of that minute repeater stuff that breaks a traditional repeater. You don't want to partially pull the slide. You don't want to set the repeater to strike when the crown is out. You don't want to try to set the time while the repeater is striking. Lots of fun. As good as it gets. You can see up close the details of the dial. Reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details. I can guarantee you there won't be another.